Hey everybody, it's me, Kim, with K-Bells Crochet. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody's having a fabulous week. So it is Tuesday, the 15th. Oh, today's the 15th. Wow, I'm a day off. Anyhow, so I'm going to show you a couple of things that I have done already. Right now I'm currently working on another wiener dog lovey. But so far, I've gotten a few items done. I didn't do much over the weekend because I did a little, had a little family time. But I did manage to get a few things done. So I did 2 chickens. I made 2 chickens. The white always come out smaller, but this is burnout blanket. I don't know why. They always seem to come out smaller. So I've made 2 chickens, and any of these patterns have been linked in my other videos. So I may or may not link them in here. This is, a pattern that I've done multiple times. In every video, I believe, I've made chickens. So made 2 of those. I made a turtle. I sell these for $10. Chickens I sell for $15. If you see smoke, I have a incense burning over here on my desk. And then I made, oh, that one's got some dirt on it. Had some dust on it. I made 2 more loveys. Now I'm working on another one. So far I've got 3 made. I would like to have at least 6 because I feel like these might be popular. Now, I gotta be honest with you, on one of these, I kind of made a mistake. So, here's what happened. That's all I've gotten done so far. But here's what happened. So, I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah. I accidentally put 2 different size eyes. One eye is bigger than the other. I was tired when I was working on it. I wasn't paying much attention. And then I got to look and I was like, I've already done the head. I've already put it on there. I'm not going to take this thing apart and fix it. So I got a black permanent marker and I marked the side of the eye so it blended in with the yarn. And yeah, you can tell because the pupil on one is bigger than the other, but it's not that noticeable. It's not that big of a difference. Yeah, he looks kind of, maybe he's all, kind of retarded like me. But I don't think anybody will really make that big a deal out of it. It's really not that big of a deal. If it was a bigger eye, like a really huge eye and a small eye, I could understand, noticing and seeing, wow, that's messed up. But to be honest, I don't think a whole lot of people are going to notice. So like I said, I'm working on another one now. Also, my husband bought me, excuse me, he took me to Hobby Lobby because I went to go find some more burnout blanket at my local Walmart, and they are not going to be carrying that anymore, which is not great. So he took me to Hobby Lobby and he got me the last 2 skeins of the black. If they get some more in before my market. And he bought a bunch of incense, and then he didn't like the smell of them, so he gave them to me. So now I'm stuck with a whole bunch of incense. And then he got me another mustard. Actually, he just gave me his card and told me to go get what I needed, but I wasn't going to spend a whole bunch of money. And then I got me a fanny pack. Now, it's so funny. I put this on earlier and I went out there and I started saying, want to see my fanny? Want to see my fanny? When I was younger, fanny packs were so, like, for old people, I guess I'm old now, but they weren't cool, okay? And now I'm so excited that I got one, because usually when I go to markets, I have a money bag that I just put all my money in, but now I can put my money in my fanny pack and have it on my person. I don't have to worry about somebody taking off with it. I don't have to worry about misplacing it. It'll just be on my waist. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know it's funny to be excited about something so, you know, silly. But hey, we got to keep our excitement where it, you know, happy. Okay, we got to keep ourselves happy and keep ourselves excited over the little things. He got me a stamper. Now, he don't know that he bought these things. He just gave me his card and said, go get what you need. So I told him what I need, what I bought afterwards. But I got some ink, or an ink pad, and then I got me a stamper that says handmade by. And then I put those on my cards, and then I put my name on there. I also got one that says thank you. I've had this one for a couple months, but I'm going to use that on my bags. Now, my bags are just plain brown, so I just stamp thank you all over them. And yeah, I'm going to do a mock setup with my son. He's going to help me do a mock setup. So when I set up my canopy, my tables, and get my grid that I'm going to hang from the side, my metal shelving, I'm not going to set up the shelf. I'm just going to hang it from my canopy. I'm going to use zip ties to hang it up. It's going to be 3 panels wide, and it's going to go from the top all the way down. Now, I did look at those panels, the metal panels that you can put the baskets on, and I thought about getting one of those, but then I read the reviews, and it said they're not very heavy, they're lightweight. Be careful how much you put on them because they could potentially fall over. I'm not looking to have a mess on my hands. I want to be a little more professional with this, and so that's a good idea. I've done it before. It worked out great. I had no issues with doing that, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it that way. My son has no issues helping me with that. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. My sister got off to go help me. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. And so she got off work to help me. And so I'm going to have my husband, my son, and my sister. So I have plenty of help. Plenty of help to, well, you are shaking. I'm sorry. To help with this market. Now, I'm expecting this to be extremely busy. It may be and it may not be. I honestly couldn't tell you how many people are going to be there. Hundreds from what I understand. But I don't think they're going to email until the week before the market. And it's not until the 26th and 27th. So I don't think we're getting an email until the week before so that we know what to do as far as setup and what time we need to be there. I am going to email them later to find out if they can send me a vendor list so I kind of have an idea of what kind of competition I'm dealing with. I know that one person that's going to be there is going to be, one of the vendors that's going to be there is going to be a vendor that you can stuff your own toys, your own plushies, which I think is pretty neat. If I could do mobile plushie stuffing for people, that would be cool, but I don't do that, you know. So I'm waiting for a list. Hopefully they'll send me one sorry, I gotta count real quick. Now, I don't know if y'all remember me telling you the pattern, who this pattern is by. It's Baruka Crochet. I'm hoping I'm not butchering her name. Baruka. Anyways, she can be found on Etsy. I believe she does have an Instagram as well. So, if you're interested in that. 4, 5. If you're interested in this pattern, I'm sure you can find her. It's real simple. What I did was on Etsy was I looked up wiener dog patterns, and it came through. I mean, this was one of the second patterns I found. Now there is another wiener dog pattern from Rose and Lily Crochet. It's a free pattern on YouTube. And 5, 5, 6, 7. So there's one little paw. Isn't that cute? And then, so I started making that. I have the parts over there in the basket. I just got into making this. So now I'm like focused on making these. That's going to be my whole life's work right there. These take me a few hours to make. And then I need to make some more trolls. I'm going to make some more of the trolls. Now, again, that is a Wonder Crochet pattern. That is free on her YouTube if you want to head on over there after this video. Check her out. She's got a lot of great patterns on Etsy. She does have another troll pattern, the larger troll pattern, which I did purchase. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that one yet because I'm more focused on getting the larger things that I need to do finished up. And since these take me such a long time to do, I want to focus on getting these out. For my market, I'm also going to go get me a new shirt because I'm going to make me my own shirt that says K-Bells Crochet on it. And I need to make shirts for all the people that are going to be with me, helping me. So I need to make one for my sister, my son, my husband, myself. My husband may not wear it because I don't think he's going to be sitting right there with us. I do need to get another chair. Because I only have 2, and I think one of them broke the last market I did. And so I need to replace it. Chairs are cheap. They're all over the place. I could get one tomorrow. Excuse me. And I think my sister said she needed to get her one. So I do need to get 2 more chairs. I did buy some more sandbags. Not sure if I told you guys. I did order more sandbags on Amazon. They're the double sandbags. So both sides, I got 2 sides that are filled with sand. Thank you, Jesus, that thank you, God, that I was able to go on my driveway and just fill it full of sand, because that's all my driveway is. I don't like that because it's really hard to drive through. During the summer when it dries out really bad, it makes it very difficult to drive through. But I didn't have to go buy bags of sand because I had it. And so I got those done already. I got those filled. And now I need to do my mock setup because my son said he would help me do it today, but I was really busy. I had a lot going on. What's the matter, baby girl? Sorry, my dog's pacing the floor like she needs to get out. So, but I just brought her in. I don't know. Maybe well, she shouldn't be out of water because I just filled her bowl as well. Maybe she just wants her daddy. She's a daddy's girl. And then Zeus is the boy and he's a mama's boy. So it is what it is. But as I was saying, my son said he would help me do my mock setup today, but I was busy going to Hobby Lobby and going to the bank, and no, I don't need to go to the bank to pull out change for my market. I don't know if all of you remember a while back in a video I'd done where I told you that I do cash stuffing. Well, I've got plenty of cash stuffed away in here. Whoa. Oh, and if you're interested, this is a toilet paper holder that I put on my wall so I could use my thread whenever I make, things with thread. But this is my 100 envelope challenge. So I've got money saved in here, and I'm just going to pull this out and use this for my change, and then I'll just put it back in there. And if you don't know what the 100 envelope challenge is, look it up on YouTube. It's very difficult. It's really difficult for me to finish. I've been working on it over a year. But it seems like every time I get to working on it, I have to use some of the money. So, and now I've got, my allergies are acting up, so that's another thing that's getting on my nerves. I'm not a sickly person, but I do have really bad allergies every year. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, so these aren't, like I was saying earlier, these are not difficult to make. They're not hard. The instructions are very simple. Anyways, yeah, it's a well-written pattern. So if you're ever interested in making these, snugglers or loveys. They're pretty good size. I mean, I'm selling these for 50. And, you know, I mean, it's a pretty good size. And then everybody keeps telling me, there's no stuffing in them. They're meant to be unstuffed, sweetheart. They're loveys. I think what I need to do is I need to make the tail so that I can sew the tail in as I go. Because that's one of the things you have to sew on separate, and then the head, and then the ears. Ears are simple, like those are simple, easy ears, which I think I might put some metal in here so that so they're malleable, and I can move them any which way I want. But, I mean, come on, look at that. Look at that. Hello, how are you? I'm a sad little doggy. Anyways, I'm selling for 50 bucks, and I'm hoping, you know, I'm hoping they sell. But look, I mean, they're cute. They're so cute. Oops, little fuzz. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off of here, and I'm going to start working on this. I will update again on Thursday so that I can get a video out by Friday. We're going to get hopping on this little guy, and maybe by then I'll have 2 more made. Maybe I'll have enough to do 3. But I will talk to you guys later, and have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's a funny story. I recorded 20 minutes of video about an hour ago. I went back through it and watched it, you know, to see if it was good enough or if I was going to have to edit and yada, yada, yada. So when I went to upload, it was gone. It was deleted, completely gone. I don't know where it went. Maybe it's flying around in the ether. I have no clue. It was good video, literally good video. It's not in my recently deleted, so I have no clue where it's at. So then I tried to re-record. I tried to go through and record again, and my mic died. It was fully charged. So I'm just having a hell of a time today trying to get this video out because this is week 3 of my market prepping. And I want you guys to see all of my makes. So I'm going to start a clip in before this one of Wednesday, I believe, or Tuesday, of what I had made. And I'm sorry if you hear any noise in the background. My husband is doing some woodworking outside. His shop happens to be right next to my window. So if you hear that, I'm really, really sorry. So I'm going to go again and show you the things that I made for my festival. What do you think of this guy? This one I'm selling for 40. This is Rose and Lily Crochet Pattern. She does have a YouTube channel. Look at him. He's looking up at you. He just wants some lovins. Isn't he cute? Okay, so that's one wiener dog. I made another one of the Baruka crochet patterns, the wiener lovey, or the Dotson lovey. Look at, isn't it cute? These are so cute. I actually have a commission for one of these now, just because I was showing it off to somebody, and they were like, so you do commissions? And I was like, yeah. Okay, well, I'd like one. Okay, so that's going to be done eventually. I'm not going to do anything until after my festival. And I did make 2 axolotls. I sell these for $10. This is a Rhonda Butler pattern on YouTube, a free pattern. I've said this before, but this exact axolotl pattern is the only pattern that I like. I have tried multiple patterns. This one has always been my favorite because it comes out looking so good. Now, I think she made hers with acrylic. She may have done a recent video. I'm not sure. I haven't been on her channel in a while of a plush version, but I'm not really sure. But she does make them in acrylic. And like I said, I sell these for $10. Now, this one, I messed up on the frill. Excuse me. My allergies are horrendous. Anyhow, so I messed up on the frill. And what happened was it wasn't even, like the top around. So I curled the tail. In my mind, if the tail is curled, you can't really notice the unevenness. That's just in my own personal mind. You know, you might be able to notice, you may not. If you're a crocheter, you might know, you know, you might look at it and go, oh, that doesn't look right. But most people, you know, that are purchasing your crochet items are not crocheters, and they don't always expect it to be 100% perfect. So I'm not always perfect. Here we have 2 more trolls from the Wonder Crochet pattern, free pattern on her channel, the Wonder Crochet. Now this green one, I did the pattern exactly as she says. On the blue one, I just kind of modified the head. I just added an extra round in the head just to see what it would look like. And to be honest, it doesn't really make much of a difference. I have not put the jewels on the tummies. Not sure if I'm going to. I have to get my hot glue gun over here. I got to wait till it heats up. It's a mess. It's a mess that I don't want to deal with. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to things like that. You know, just like details. I'm kind of lazy with putting detail in. But this is my first ever festival. I've always done markets. My first ever festival that I'm attending. So, you know, I want my stuff to look top notch. And then last but not least, which I'm working on more of these currently, are the itty bitty jelly pops. This is Cable and Canvas paid pattern on Etsy. I think it was like $5 or something for this pattern. I've made 2. These take 30 minutes. 30 minutes to make. They're quick. They're easy to whip up. My husband said, just go make a whole army of them. Now, usually I make 5 or 6 at a time. I've got plenty of these guys. I am going to make like 4 more, I think. But they don't, I mean, they just don't sell as fast as I'd like them to. I am going to do more of Layla the Lily Frog because those actually do sell pretty good. And I sell those for $12. And yeah, I sell these for $8. Only because they're pop. I'm sorry you're moving. My dog's over there on the floor hitting my stand, licking her paw. Roxy, stop. Sorry about that. She's got allergies too. So she's been having to take medication and drops for her ears because my dog's like me. We just have allergies so bad. It's horrendous. So far that's all I've made right now. Obviously I'm going to be making more. You know, this is week 3 of prepping for the festival. Next week will be week 4 countdown to Saturday, April 26th. I am, this weekend, Saturday, I will not be able to do any crochet. I have to go to a celebration of life for a friend whose husband had passed. And so I'll be gone all day for that. And then Sunday is, you know, Resurrection Day. So Easter Day, I will not be doing anything for Sunday. So I will get back on Monday through Friday, get this thing going. Hopefully next week I can get the video out on Friday so that I can do the market for the weekend. I want to get a bunch of video of it. I'm going to try my darndest to get as much video as I can. I really want to showcase my product and the way I set up my tables. I'm so excited. I know I've said this so much, but like this is really a big deal for me. And my best goal is $2,000. My goal is $1,000, and my lowest goal is $500. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know. I know there will be several hundred people there, and it will be Saturday and Sunday. So I know that much, but let me count these rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anywho, so I was supposed to do back loop, and somehow I did not pay attention to that. So let's go back and do the back loop. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't. I was too busy talking. So, yeah, I'm working on another jelly pop. I can move you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. Working on another working on another jelly pop. Like I said, I'm going to make like 4 or 5 of them. I've made those 2. I'm going to make another one, this one. And then I've already taken the doggos out for their walk. And it's almost 12 o'clock p.m. So I'm just going to crush it. I'm just going to sit in here. Excuse me. I think after I get through with these, I need to do inventory. Maybe I'll film that. Maybe I'll film doing inventory. Not sure. Don't really have a whole lot of room to set up where I'm going to do my inventory at. I think I'm just going to do it on my bed. So maybe I'll film it. Maybe I won't. It's kind of dark in that area. I know my lighting isn't always great. I was going to get a ring light, but I didn't. So there's that. And, yeah. I am so ecstatic for this. I'm also nervous. I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough stock. But I know I will. I'm sure I will. I've done so many, like I said before in my first video, I'm not going to do a whole lot of stuff that caters to the event because, you know, yeah, people like wiener dogs, but they also like other things. They're not just about, I just messed up. I just got to thinking that I just messed up. I need to focus on making this because I keep forgetting that I need to single crochet decrease in the back. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, it happens. It happens to me a lot. I don't know. I know people will like wiener dogs. And you know, I didn't even realize how many of my friends actually own them. Like, I didn't even realize that. And once I started telling people that's what I was doing next weekend, they were all for it. They were like, oh, I have a Dachshund. I have this one. And I'm like, really? Why didn't you tell me that? I've known you for 20 years. I didn't know that you had a wiener dog. I didn't know your mama had a wiener dog. You know, but I digress. So I have a lot of friends that are going to be coming. My mother-in-law said she's going to come and shop. And then she's going to bring a friend of hers with her who will also shop. And then, yeah, just a bunch of friends. And then my sister had invited a bunch of her friends because they know what I do. And a lot of them appreciate my product. I do a lot of commissions for my sister's friends. I know it's funny, but thankfully my sister got off that day to come help me. Oh, and like I said before, I was going to make shirts. I was going to make shirts for everyone, right, in my group, but I'm lazy. And the reason being is because I would literally have to go out, grab my Cricut that's in storage, put it in the living room, connect it to the computer, re-download the Cricut app, let it update, which would probably take a flipping hour or something, get my heat press, my shirt press, put it on the kitchen table, get it hot and ready to go, and then pull the vinyl out of storage. It's just so much to do. It's just so much. I'm just lazy. I'd like to get some shirts and I just paint my name on it. Like, for real. Get a stencil, get some paint, and just stencil that shit on there. Sorry, excuse my language. And just stencil that stuff on there because I'm lazy. I'm lazy when it comes to things like that. Like, oh yeah, I do the dishes, I walk the dogs, I do the laundry, take care of the kids, sweep the floors. All of the things, okay? But I just don't feel like doing that. It's just so much. I've got so much going on right now. I don't have time to stop and do that. I feel overwhelmed. And I think a lot of people get like this before markets, you know, especially when you know it's going to be a pretty big deal. I just feel overwhelmed, but it will get better. It will get better. Everything will be okay. I'm nervous. I think I'm more nervous than anything because I'm worried that, you know, what if people don't like my product? What if I don't sell anything? Is that normal? Does everyone go through that? Because I'm second guessing myself. And with a lot of this stuff, I have imposter syndrome, you know, and I don't know. I don't like to feel worried that I'm just going to be sitting there twiddling my thumbs waiting for a sale. I'll be happy to at least make my booth fee back, and that was $100. And I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, that I'll get that back. But will I make a profit? Everybody keeps reassuring me, your product is nice, it's beautiful, they're going to love it. But are they? I think as artisans, we criticize ourselves and we're harder on ourselves than anyone else ever could be. Like if somebody came up and told me, oh, that is ugly, I've already critiqued that in my head 1,000,000 times. Okay, I don't need you to say what I'm already thinking. I've never, thankfully, had anyone do that. I've never had anyone tell me that my products are not worth buying. But there's always that one, you know, you just never know. What if you get a heckler? What if you get somebody out there that just absolutely is so jealous of what you can do that they will tear you down because that's all they have and they're unhappy in their lives? There are people like that. Unfortunately, there are people like that. I've dealt with it. It's called narcissism. So, on to bigger and better things. I am going to continue working on my itty bitty jelly pop. Should be done here in another 10 minutes. Like I said, they take 30 minutes to make. I was debating on whether I wanted to make a sign for them or if I wanted to go ahead and put a price tag on them. But I'm going to go ahead and tag them so no one is, you know, going, oh, well, how much are these? Because then it's got a label and then they can see it. When I do my inventory, I know that there are things in there that the labels are missing on. I will have to replace, which is fine. That's not an issue. I have 2 full bags, 2 full of the moving bags that I use. And I'm starting on a 3rd one. So I know I've got enough inventory for at least the first day. But what if the second day I don't have enough? And what if the first day I'm so tired by the time I get home that I don't feel like making anything else? And then I'll just throw out a few things on the table. I'm a worrywart. That's what I do. I worry. I have to worry because nobody else worries for me, right? So, anywhooser, I'm going to finish this guy up and I'm going to jump back on tonight and show you what else I've accomplished. And then I will upload this video for all of you beautiful people. By the way, thank you to the 2 new subscribers that I received last night. I really, really thank you so much. The thing is, I love YouTube, not for people to subscribe. I'm not expecting to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and make bukus of money. I'm not into that. I have YouTube for, I want to share. I want to share my makes. I want to share my creations with everyone. And also as a vlog for myself, because a lot of times there are patterns that I've made that I've shown in videos that I cannot find in my paperwork. Like I print or write it down. And if I can't find it, I can just go back into my video and go, okay, there it is. And either click on it if I do it correctly or look it up. So that's one of the main reasons that I have YouTube. But I do enjoy showing everyone the things that I make. And I think all of us do. We all have that pride in us that we want to share it with the world. And I love sharing. I love sharing. So if you're enjoying this video, you know what to do. Don't be shy. Don't watch the video and not subscribe. Because I can see that. I see you. I see you out there. all of you not subscribing. 58% of people watch my videos and they are not subscribed. That's quite a large number. That's over half. So come on, guys, get with the program. You know what to do. But I don't mind you watching my videos. Not really. I don't care. If you don't want to subscribe, don't. But you can still watch my videos. That's all right. Anyways, guys, I'll jump back on later. Hey, everybody. So it's going to be a late night upload. I have been really, really super busy today. But I'm going to showcase some of the things that I made after my last video, or after my last little section. And I want to get this video out today so it can be week 3 of prepping for my festival. It is almost 10 o'clock right now. I'm extremely exhausted. And so my brain isn't working as fast as my mouth is going. So I have to think about my words. So we left off on me showing you a Dotson, and then another one, a Lovey, and then so on and so forth. But I made a calico love cat. What do you think? What do you think? Is it cute? Yeah, I thought it was cute. Those I sell for $20. That guy should sell really fast, really good. Let's see, what else? And then I made 3 more poppers. 3 more of the jelly poppers. The third one's down in the box somewhere. I believe that's all I've done. Yeah, I finished this one that I was working on earlier. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've done. Like I said, it's been a very, very busy day, and I'm exhausted. And I do want to get this video up so that you all can enjoy my makes. If you don't stay up late tonight and watch it, then that's fine. You can get up early tomorrow and watch so you can see what I've created. Anyhow, guys, I hope you take care. I will see you Monday. We'll start over for week 4. Excuse me. Week 4 of festival prep, market prep, whatever we want to call it. It is what it is. I will talk to you guys later.